Hola. So, might start with first true video of the channel. Isn't just short, being maybe a story time. Tell fictional stories and true stories. Just have fun. So, first one I have is a true story. This one is interesting. It's paranormal activity story. Happened to me. I mean, it is quite a short story, but it freaked me out when it happened. So, normal day. Or I thought. So, I'm walking. I wake up, start getting ready for the day. Put on deodorant, dressed, eat breakfast, which in my case is like nothing, because I'm lazy, or my school gives you breakfast. And it's just like, oh, birds. So I do all that, and I'm like, okay, see ya. I'm out to my parents, my dad, and so I go I'm gonna go walk to the bus stop, wait for the bus, because my house is crazy, but why wouldn't it be? I mean, there's me and my 3 siblings and a dog, so pretty crazy. So I walked to the bus stop, get there, I think I was just chilling, reading a book. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember it completely. I have not a very good memory. But, it's just reading my Zelda manga. I think that's what I was reading. I was like, maybe I should get up and walk around the pavement just a little bit. And so, I put my book away and stand up and go look down this sidewalk, and I see an old lady, and I'm like, huh, okay. And I look away for half a second and look back at where the old lady was. She was completely gone. Just fucking gone. No trace, no sign of her. She just disappeared. Dude, very weird occurrence. And I was, genuinely freaked out. Why wouldn't I be? Because, I mean, that's kind of fucking crazy and creepy. I'm talking, this lady looked old. And there is no way someone can run fast enough and hide within half a second. Maybe not even half. Maybe a quarter of a second. It's fucking crazy. Shit like this. But, so I'm honestly freaked out, but also amazed that I encountered something paranormal. So, genuinely, to my terror, I don't know, I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened? And it took my brain like a while for it to process. And I told almost everybody about it because I was like fucking shocked. I'm still weirded out by that entire thing that happened. That day. Like, really, really weird. Now, it's the end of that story, but I have a couple more. Some might be fictional, some might not. And I'll tell you if they're fictional or not. So, most of the stories that I'm covering, right, either paranormal, just weird, just lighthearted, nice stories. And what the hell is this bird doing? Hey, where are you going? Fine, you're safe. I'm not crossing the street. Catch you and give you pets next time, bird. So, a lot of the time, some of these stories I tell that are fictional are either going to be ones I've heard or ones I make up on the spot. This one happens to be one that I'm going to make up as I go. So, here we go. So, think of the setting. A town covered in darkness and despair. You know, it's per usual in this place. Once brilliant town off on the outskirts of a city. This town was a town that created some of the best things ever. Like the cure to cancer, all these things, amazing doctors. Until they accidentally created their worst nightmare. So the story starts with a kid. A boy named Victor. Right. You know, a fairly usual kid. Just doing his own thing. And then he catches word that, not even just catches word, like catches a whiff of smoke. Then he also heard from his friend recently, there's been some odd occurrences happening in the city. So, right, he looks out the window because he smelled smoke. It smelled like someone cooking meat on a grill. But it also sounded like people screaming in terror. So Victor, he looks outside. It's like, okay, what the hell is all this ruckus about? Why is there screaming? Why do I smell smoke? He sees the city. City about, like a mile away. Half a mile even. And, he's shocked to see it burning to the fucking ground. So, right, he is confused at the same time. He's like, holy shit, why the hell is the city? He's all thinking this. He's like, holy shit, oh my fucking god, why is the city burning down? Why is there screaming? Why does it smell like a barbecue? And then he decides to go run outside and see if other people in his town saw and heard and smelt everything that was happening in the city. And, well, right, he exits his house. He's like, okay, hey, you're gonna be fine. Just go ask around. And so he runs out and is like, do you guys see what's fucking happening in the city over there? Do you smell the smoke? Do you hear the screams? And he was running out there. Right, he ran out, and that's what he was gonna say. He yelled it, running out in terror by what was happening, what he saw and smelt and heard from the city. But he was shocked to see that there was no one in the town. The town was empty. Confused Victor was. He started to look around and see if anyone was hiding. Maybe hiding in a bush, hiding in a house, hiding in a lab. But there was no one at all. So, genuinely, he confused, surprised, in terror. At this point, he's witnessed a city near his home burning to the ground, and all this shit, like, he's witnessed, right, the city burning to the ground. He heard screaming. And now his town, he's the only one there, it seems. No one else is there. He's checked everywhere. So he's thinking, where the hell could everyone be? What the hell's going on? So he goes and runs back to his house, afraid, because, well, Out of the corner of his eye, he saw something. He saw a bear. Knowing that bears can't usually get into houses, right? He runs and hides in his house. Locks the door, keeps himself safe. Knowing that his dad kept around, a shotgun, just guns, weapons for hunting, he went to where those were and proceeded to take a shotgun. Genuinely just in fear. He's like, okay, you're fine. And then he takes it, and he hears a loud crash. In another part of the house. Now at this point, he's trembling, and he doesn't know what it is. He's too afraid to go check at this point because he's all alone in his town. No one's there. There's a bear that tried to attack him, so he ran and hid in his house, and now he hears a crash somewhere else in the house. Scared to investigate, he really doesn't want to, but he's also in confusion on why all of this is happening, why there's no one in the town. So he proceeds on. He heard it come from the basement of his house. So he goes over. He slowly opens basement door and goes down the stairs. And he sees a person in a mask, in a cloak, wearing a mask. And he's like, holy shit. And then he sees something. He sees a person in the mask holding, a knife. About to run, then he sees a body. His father. He's heartbroken, but also confused. Why is this weird person in my house? Why did they kill my father? Where the hell is everybody? And before Victor can run, he hears a loud slam and the locking of the door to the basement. Now, he's locked in here with this person who presumably killed his dad. Now he's completely confused on how the fuck the door to his basement got slammed. Because he thoroughly checked everywhere in the entire town. Who could have slammed the door? Why would have someone slammed the door and locked it? Who could have locked it? The only person, the keys, was his mom. Now, his mom wasn't in the house. She had went to go to the farmer's market. But did she get back and lock him in there? No, that couldn't have been, because he checked the farmer's market. She wasn't there. He did commit crimes to check, but even if he broke a window or something, he heard nothing. This is the first person he's seen is this guy wearing a cloak with a knife and a mask on. And his dad, dead on the ground. And he's heard, the only person he's heard so far are two people. The guy he is confronted with now, the supposed murderer of his father, supposed killer who killed his father, and someone who closed the door on the two of them and locked them down there. Now, Victor's still in shock, and till he hears the cloaked person say something that makes him even more confused. This masked person, killer, says, Victor, come with me. I'm your only chance of being saved. And right, Victor is fucking terrified. And I mean, I would be too. But there's like, how do you know my name? What do you mean the only way I will be safe is if I come with you? He's trembling. His legs weak enough to the point that he even attempted to walk, he would fall. Now, this killer, this person, this culprit, responds to his question with, well, Victor, the reason I know your name is because I was informed by someone you know of you. This person witnessed some things. At least heard. They said they heard screaming. screams of terror coming from a nearby lab. And then the fuck? And then grew up. This person immediately dropped everything they were doing and ran immediately. And well, let's just say they kind of realized what was happening. Told me your name. Told me if anyone should keep us safe. Uptown should be a kid named Victor. Sorry, my little brother. They said, gave me your address. And well, your father here. He was dead when I got here. Or at least would have been if I didn't. But it was too late where you got bitten. But shut your mouth, kid. Just wait. Took out the ones who bit him. But in order to keep everyone else out of danger, I killed him. Whoa, that is like body horror, oh god. Victor replied to this response with, what do you get bitten by? Well, I can't tell you. I was informed not to tell you. Find out on your own. Now, do you get why I'm telling you to come with me? He replies with, yes, I get why. So, he goes with the man and shows up at a camp in the woods. And what? And that's when it all went to hell. He decided Fine, I'm going to deal with this problem myself then. And do what I want to. So I realized this video has gotten a little long. I don't expect to film for 30 minutes. And, I mean, I guess I'll continue it in the next video. But it'll be a part 2 to this fictional story I've made. And if you guys want me to cover any stories, just give me a little comment on the video. Say, hey, Grace, I want you to, and then cover, like this book, or this, or blah, blah, blah. Or tell a story. Tell me a story. And maybe, if you're lucky, I'll cover it in the next video. See y'all later.